Hello, I'm Richard Morecroft. Good to be back with you on Letters and Numbers as our contestants battle the clock and each other to be named tonight's Letters and Numbers champion. Now, let's say hello to our champion team, and firstly, the master of multiplication, Lily Serna. Actually, Lily, I was thinking, do you have a maths weakness?
I do. I have a big weakness, and it's spatial.
Spatial?
Like spatial awareness. I can't, I find it really difficult to judge heights and distances and volume. I'll give you an example, say leftovers. I find it really hard to pick the appropriate container for, the amount of rice that I have left over.
Really?
Yeah, and just generally, I find myself bumping into things and people.
Well, I think stand very still and deliver wonderful maths tonight. Great to see you, Lily. And the vernacular spectacular, David Astle.
Thanks, Richard. Thank you.
Actually, you do celebrate the vernacular, don't you?
In fact, I love the vernacular. It's true because when I was growing up, I grew up in Sydney. I used to go down to places like Pyrmont and Garden Island, where all the cargo ships were. That's where my dad worked on the cargo ships. And there, all the wharfies would teach me a lot of vernacular. I was only young, but I remember everything they told me.
Well, where does vernacular come from? It's an interesting word.
It's a lovely word. It's Latin vernacularis, which is native. So it's essentially the words peculiar to a country or a group of people.
Lovely stuff. Thank you, David. Welcome. And now let's introduce two brand new contestants. Firstly, Daniel Goff, a retiree who worked in the Texas education system. Hello, Daniel.
Hi, Richard.
You must have had an interesting time working in that education system. In what sort of capacity?
I did. I was a jack of all trades. I worked a lot with creating what were called test items, and there were multiple choice questions and answers. And I did that for math, reading, writing, science, and social studies. And then I also worked some with teachers, teaching them the way that we scored compositions, which we felt like that method of scoring a composition was actually very educational for the child, learning how to improve.
It sounds fascinating. So, well, we look forward to some good scoring from you tonight. Welcome, Daniel.
Thank you.
And challenging Daniel is automotive engineering student Robyn Lee. Hello, Robyn.
Hi, Richard.
Now, what was the motivation for you to get into automotive engineering?
Well, I have a big interest in motorsports, and in particular Formula One. I kind of see it as the pinnacle of automotive technologies, a blend of technology and sport.
So can you see yourself being a team engineer in a Formula One team?
Yeah, one day I would absolutely love to work in Formula One engineering racing parts, and maybe also being involved in race weekends themselves.
It sounds as though it would be fantastic. Well, good luck with that, and good luck tonight. So please welcome our two contestants for tonight, Daniel Goff and Robyn Lee. Time for our first game of the night, and it involves the letters, which, Daniel, we'd like you to pick, please.
Thank you. I will start with a consonant.
Certainly. Let's start with C.
And another consonant, please.
S.
And another consonant.
R.
And how about a vowel?
E.
And another vowel.
O.
And another vowel.
U.
And a consonant.
L.
And a vowel.
E.
And a consonant.
And lastly, P.
And here's our first 30 seconds. First selection, Daniel. How did you go?
I got 6.
6, that's good. Robyn?
I got 7.
7 for you. Well, let's go with the 6 first.
Course.
And your 7?
Elopers.
Elopers. What do we think, David?
Elopers. And it is good. Well done, Robyn. Elopers is fine. And in fact, the 8 that I found almost relates to elopers, and that's couplers. Couplers, which is a musical term and relates to organ playing. And it's a device that will depress multiple keys when one is played.
Very interesting. Thank you, David. Well done. But a great start for Robyn. 7 points. And keeping up the letters momentum, Robyn, would you like to choose this time?
Could I please have a consonant?
You can. Let's start with C.
And another consonant?
H.
And could I have another consonant, please?
R.
And could I have a vowel, please?
A.
And another vowel?
E.
And could I have another vowel, please?
A.
And another consonant?
D.
And another consonant?
R.
And could we finish with a vowel, please?
And last letter E.
Thanks, Lily. Time starts now. What do you think, Robyn? How did you go?
I got another 7.
Another 7, Daniel?
7.
7 as well. Yours first, Daniel.
Reached.
And yours, Robyn?
Charred.
Couple of good ones, David.
Excellent. Well done, Robyn and Daniel. 2 good 7s there. There's also carhead, which may describe Robyn, although it's not a word. The 8 that I found here is an unusual word, and it's head race. Headrace. Nothing to do with Formula 1, but it's a mill stream that's been channeled into the wheel.
Well found, David. But good work again from Daniel and Robyn, 7 points each. Let's move into maths mode now with the numbers game. So, Daniel, could you pick a combination for us?
2 large and 4 small, please.
Thanks, Daniel. 2 large and 4 small. And starting with the smalls, 10, 7, 8, 10, the 2 large, 50 and 100, and the target to reach is 869.
Thanks, Lily. 30 seconds. Well, Daniel, how close did you get?
870.
870. And what about you,
I
Robyn?
also got 870.
Okay. Daniel, take us through your method. Just 1 off the target.
Okay, 8 times 100 is 800.
8 times 100 is 800.
7 times 10 is 70.
7 by 10 is 70.
And add those.
Add that on, 870.
So, nicely done, Daniel. Just 1 off. Was your method the same, Robyn?
I had a slightly different method.
Okay, let's see how you did it, please.
8 times 100 is 800.
8 by 100 is 800.
Plus 50 is 850.
Plus 50, 850.
And add the 2 10s to make 870.
Add the 10 and the other 10, 870.
Very nicely done. So, again, you're just 1 off. Now, Lily, did you manage to get to 869?
870 was the best I could do.
So it is a pretty tough combination of numbers. Okay, so great work from Daniel and Robyn with 870, just 1 off the target, scoring them 7 points each. We're heading for our first break for tonight, and we have a word mix for you, of course. It's age tryst, and the clue is good to have on this show. Back in a moment.